They don't give a fuck. I don't trust any of these fuckers. Oh, how you doing, Myth Gamble? What's good, dude? I follow you though, so I think I'm learning correctly. Yo, sick, dude. Yeah, use the shadow. So basically, there's this like gray area on the ground, and if your shadow has 1 pixel of gray area left, you're on the right pixel for the first pixel. It's really easy to tell because the gray area with like, it's like a gray area of like, it's like a 4x6 rectangle of gray area. Under that, there's a much darker gray area. So what you're gonna see is a dark gray pixel, a light gray pixel, and then you're gonna see Link's shadow. So, which is black, right? So you're gonna see 3 very contrasting pixels back to back to back. Now, if your TV is like bootleg tier quality, like Avengers, Iron Man 1 bootleg quality, you're probably not going to be able to tell very easily. Now you can still tell, but and that's not all. You know, it's not that common. In fact, I used to play on pretty low quality, and I could tell the pixels. So now the second pixel is there's like a right angle, and what you need is that right angle to be touching Link's shadow, the tip of that right angle. The right angle is 2 pixels. You need that right angle to be touching Link's shadow, which allows for 1 pixel of gray shadow, right? So this is also really easy because if there's 0 pixels of gray shadow, you're obviously on the 1 pixel. If the right angle is not touching Link's shadow, there's a very defined gap, and you're 2 pixels high, or you're 1 pixel high, right? So you have really easy visual cues. They're right next to Link's shadow. So why being next to Link's shadow is good is because you can tell the visual difference between the pixels almost immediately. And when you can tell it immediately, what happens is your brain starts to say, "Oh, I can do this menu ASAP." On top of that, if you're nervous at all, you are able to do the trick more fluidly and more conveniently. You're going to get the menu faster. You're going to get the menu more reliably. You're going to be able to do the menu more efficiently. You're going to be able to get on the pixels easier as well. Did you know that? Do you guys know how I always get on the hammer jump pixels? Like, I never buffer hammer jump. A lot of that is just due to the visual cue I use, right? It's just easy to get onto. It's easy to tell you're on the right visual cue. It's easy to buffer. So the wall pixels in the corner are terrible. They're a terrible idea. They don't work properly. They're slower. I would highly recommend not using the hammer jump for everybody watching. For some reason, it's a meme to use those. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Like, most people that say those are really, really good. They're really good, guys. Believe me, gamers, I play this game once a month, maybe once a year. Believe me, they're the best pixels. And I don't have any notable accomplishments in the game. But believe me, I'm a moderator. I'm a moderator, guys. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. I hang out with people that pretend to play the game as well. Clearly, that means we are good at the game. No, just don't listen to these nut jobs. What you want to do is actually critically think about the game. Like, really use your brain, think about the game, think about the gameplay, and think about making the gameplay easier, faster, more reliable, more functional. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to realize the shadow pixels are really good. It's literally Link, right? The best pixels in this game is Link's hat, Link's ears, Link's shield, his shadow. It's super easy to tell. They're defined pixels. It's the border of his hitbox. It's literally where he's moving. So the one also thing about the shadow pixels, if you're facing left or right, the shadow pixels do change because your shadow is shifted up a pixel. This isn't effective strategy at all. You really shouldn't be facing left or right anyway, and you actually can just manually you still can you can still adjust. So it's not really the big deal. This is getting negative. See, this is why we call you a troll. This is why you're known as a troll. I need to become a doctor so I get a Lambo. I big shout out to doctors. I think doctors and lawyers, it's a hard job. I don't think it's an easy job, and I think it's a necessary job. So big shout out to them. I got nothing against them, and I think them giving our kids autism, and false ADHD diagnoses. I got nothing against it. Like, it is America. They're just trying to hustle like everyone else. Like, that's the job they're given, you know? It's like teachers give you this curriculum, and it's like, well, you have to show your work, and you need to answer every other odd question. Like, come on, these teachers don't give a fuck. The reason it's every other odd question is because they didn't want to do every odd question, because they don't like the curriculum. What teacher likes the stupid curriculum? So, I mean, I'm not going to hate on the teachers as well. Oh, nice. That means I have a heart reduction. Yeah, so this run also is trash. Another run that is complete garbage, and we're going to try to stay positive here, not reset. Stay positive here, gamers. As a doctor, I now feel offended. Are you really a doctor? That's actually pretty sick, dude. I had another doctor here in as well. They were a doctor. I think they had a doctorate in... I can't remember. Some kind of science field. So they weren't like a health doctor, but they had a doctorate in either computer science or like cell research or something. Actually, there's a guy that watches me that does research cells as well. Was it Carl Sagan? No, it was not Carl Sagan. Yo, Sinex Solar, what's good, dude? Carl the Cuck Sagan? No, it wasn't him, actually. If you're alpha, it's WQ, you're immune to all viruses. Actually, it's true, literally. That's why I de-vaxxed myself. I figure even giving myself the opportunity to kill viruses in my own body is fucking alpha, dude. Where I'm from, people who don't like vaccines are hippies, and people who believe in UFOs and magic. Yeah, actually, I kind of am too, but like Eugene's weird because we have half of the population are these like really like pro, like they're like hippies that like really like, you know, they think the Earth is flat. And then the other half of the population are, and simultaneously, there's like a ton of overlap, are like bleeding heart liberals. That like, if you voted Trump or if you thought about voting Trump, you committed a crime and you need to go to jail. And it's like, it's very strange. In fact, I think a lot of the hippies are starting to support Trump just to contrast the mainstream liberals. Like they're literally starting to just support Trump blindly. Like they'll get high with each other and be like, you know, Trump is kind of funny. And it's like, okay, well, it's already started. Okay, really epic there. Yeah, I hope I can get on Trihex's podcast, because I know Trihex is like really liberal. I'm gonna go on Trihex's podcast and try to promote my anti-vax arguments and flat Earth arguments, and we'll see what Trihex says. Hopefully I get into a good debate with Destiny, that'd be so funny. Ian Q, what did you do? Dude, he's trolling you. Like, just ignore it. Just ignore Ian Q. If anybody has a problem with Ian Q, just feel free to ignore him. I'm not gonna ban him because I'm kind of anti. I don't like banning people. I never did. You're black. Also, Landcoon? Is it Landcoon? Is it Ian Coon? I always call him Ian Coon because it's an I, and I think YouTube or Twitch capitalized. If it's Landcoon, I don't know about that. I guess I could start calling you Landcoon, dude. Yeah, there's also this myth. Okay, so a lot of people that play this game like don't like me, and a lot of people that play Super Metroid for some reason don't like me. I've never actually played Super Metroid. I'm not really sure how the Super Metroid thing happened. But power to the Super Metroid people. Because I don't care at all. Like, I literally have nothing against Super Metroid people, but they like really don't like me for some reason, and they constantly spread lies and rumors about me. One of these lies and rumors is that I don't like newer runners, and I know a lot of newer runners actually watch me, so that's actually a lie. That is literally just completely baseless. It is literally just propaganda that was spread purposely to hurt me. Like it was specifically spread to like damage my credibility. So yeah, I don't know where that came from. I actually really like new players. I think new players are really great. I think that I really like seeing that stuff. I think the problem is you have a lot of people that don't play the game very frequently, but they act like they are like God's gift to the game, but they literally play the game once every 6 months. And it's like I think that's the big issue, right? And part of the problem is they're constantly telling people, you know, they're constantly giving people advice on the game when they really don't have any authority on the game. They really have hardly any good opinions, any established opinions based on actual experience. But they're constantly giving advice, and a lot of it is really, really bad advice, and it's harmful to the new players, and I don't like seeing that stuff. I don't know how to fix it there. Yo, this is way better than last year, and this is sick, dude. I'd rather watch WQ'd anyway. Yo, sick, dude. The big problem I've noticed is if a new player wants to get into this game and get good at the game, your #1 goal and resource is to get involved with the community. That's your #1 resource. And it's like, what do I do? How do I handle this community that's teaching people how to play this game wrong and being super negative at the same time? Yet, I have no idea. I don't know how to do it. Yo, Gallon, how you doing, man? It's Landkun, the Twitch. Okay, I'll call you Landkun, dude. If that's your name, I'll call you Landkun. I have 15K YouTube subscribers. I don't brag about it, but when you're told you're a troll, you usually defend yourself. I still think you're a troll, dude. Based entirely on your behaviors in your language and the way you treat a lot of people in my chat, yeah, you're definitely a troll. It's fine. I mean, I'm a kind of a troll myself. I love trolling, but if you're like intentionally antagonizing people in my chat and me over a long period of time, it's like, come on, you gotta be real about it. I'm not here to distract from the stream. I wish that were the case, dude. I really do. I don't think you're distracting from the stream. I mean, I kind of think you add to the stream because you're kind of funny, but like, I mean, you're just kind of I just think you're kind of a negative person in general, and I don't really like this stuff, you know. I'm kind of like I've been really trying to lighten up on a lot of things. Like I've lightened up a lot of people that try to dox me and constantly talk about my address, like without without me liking it. I've actually really lightened up on that. The political stuff, actually, like liberals. I got nothing against liberals, you know. I kind of like liberals, you know. If you're liberal and you're watching me, that's a cool thing. I think that's great. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow soon. I've really lightened up on a lot of the problems. I don't really ban people as much. I don't really like people tell me what to do. They're like, yeah, just keep trying, WQ. This is the run. You're gonna do it. Just make sure to focus. And you know, I'm kind of lightened up on that stuff as well. Like I'm getting more to like that stuff. So I'm gonna really like lighten up a lot of things and like just be more. I want to make good content. Like my primary goal is to make good content, and I think my content's getting better. I've been really happy with the direction of my content. What's my address? I just want to hang out, not dox. Yeah, no dox, guys. But where do you live specifically? By the way, I have no idea who you are. I just need to know your address, WQ. And I'm not gonna call the police and spread more lies and rumors about you. That won't happen. I said like 3 things today. One of which was the FFA cycle. You know, Ian Kuhn, if you're not aware of it, I would just not worry about it. All right, I would just not worry about it. I think some people, they like what they do and they think it's the best thing to do, and they should just keep doing that. I think that's fair. Not everybody's gonna get along. WQ, would you believe you appeared in my dream last night? Honestly, yeah, I would believe it. Like, I've had dreams about people before, and then I wake up from the dream, and I'm like, they shouldn't be in my dream. Now, I should be in your dream, so I think it's even higher chance. Right? WQ, it must be tough having that many haters. Yo, Veckin, what's good, dude? I've like just learned to deal with it. It's pretty funny. I think it's funny. It's actually really good for my Do you guys know how many people follow me offline? Do you guys know that? Like all the time, I'll check. I get at least 2 follows a day offline, and I'm thinking to myself, they didn't go to my channel and were like, yeah, this guy looks cool, I'll follow him. No, somebody was talking about me, most likely. Somebody was talking about me, or they saw me on the leaderboards, but they probably saw me on the leaderboards because somebody was talking about me. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Like, my primary goal online is to create good content. Good, entertaining content. That's my primary goal. And, I genuinely don't care who watches my content. Like, all the pro-vaxxers in here that, you know. Well, we won't talk about the moral obligation, you know, the moral apprehensions there, but all the pro-vaxxers in here, all the liberals, all the transgender people, actually, I fucking love it, dude. If you like my content, I mean, if you don't like my content, I don't know why you're watching me. Maybe do you secretly like my content or something? I actually think my transgender audience is the best transgenders online. Personally, I've looked at them. I look at their profiles. I look at their, you know, they follow me on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, this is the best transgender person I've seen online, just straight up. Far superior to the GDQ crowd. Far superior to all the Twitter, you know, the Twitter weirdos, all the hippies on campus. Way better than them. Like real free thinkers, good at games, critical thinkers, you know, motivated in life, confident in what they're doing. I mean, I think it's good stuff. You could always hire security and say you're scared about snipers. I'm not scared of anything, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's like an issue between me and all the Anita. What's her name? The Gamergate lady, Anita something. I'm not afraid of anything. I don't have any, like, I have no issues. Like, I can't accept money for like security, like, obviously. If you want to give me money, I'll accept your money. Actually, the money is really helpful because I am trying to be a full-time streamer. And all of your support is vital. It's vital to my content. It actually is the most important thing about content, so I appreciate the support. An unbelievable amount. It means you're a winner and you're changing the world. So yeah, if you do want to support me, make sure to feel very free to support me. It is I'm extremely grateful. And we're making more good content. Finally, a good Lama start. Finally, a good Lama, guys. A fucking good Lama. Which troops the 212 WQ army subs? Oh my goodness! Oh my god, gamers! Make sure to subscribe. The orbiters can't stay away. I'm very anti-liberal. In fact, I'm offended you're sitting down while streaming. I should what should I do? Should I stand up? I'm anti-globe Earth theory, mostly because of moral reasons. Globe Earth theory endangers lives. It puts lives in danger. Hey, unfit below up. Anita Conspiracy. I can't remember her name. I think she's kind of hot. The Anita girl. I think she's kind of hot. I think she's kind of doing it right. I think the problem is, like, she can't find a guy that's willing to red pill her. I think that's her big issue. She can't find a dude that's willing to dick her down. And you could just see that she's getting older and she's getting less happy and she's getting, you know, she's gaining weight every year. If a girl's gaining weight, it's because they're unhappy. You know, that's just the reality. And it's like, you know, she's surrounded by feminist male feminists, and they're not going to dig her down, dude. And she's just getting unhappier and unhappier. And it's kind of, it's sad. I think it's really sad. I knew to do it. I think she's kind of hot though. I think she'd be really hot if she like cleaned up a little bit, herself a little bit. Wasn't she running for Senate? No. One of them was. One of the Gamergators was. I can't remember what their name. Do you guys know that Zoe Quinn was actually given a job at Marvel? Like, did you guys know that? Zoe Quinn was given a job writing comics at Marvel. Male feminist, is that really a thing? Yeah, it's a huge thing in the political spectrum. It's huge. It's like a real, like, it's like a job for these guys. They literally go around wearing like feminist propaganda. And it's like it's really weird. Like their wives can't actually be happy with that, and, right? Yo, Kishmo, what's good, dude? I remember she was dating this pudgy guy who looks like the world's worst plumber. Yeah, like she can't be happy with that. I mean, like, what do women like? What do you think women like? Considerably, right? it's obvious. What do you guys think is something about men that women like considerably? In fact, it's essential to for a lot of women. It should be a very obvious answer. What do you guys think it is? Confidence. More biological. That's the right track, but more like biology perspective. Yo, no PB19 world records. That's true. That actually is true. Ladies, I'm single and I have a lot of world records. Big alpha dong strength. Strength is in line with it. You guys are giving the right answers, but the wrong genre, like the wrong word, basically. Okay, I'll just spoil it. Testosterone. The answer is testosterone. Women like men with high testosterone levels, right? From a biological perspective. Now, all women deny that. I don't know why. Go figure. But, it's just true. So when men with high testosterone, what happens to men with high testosterone? They become really disagreeable. They become really aggressive. They do what they want. They say what they want. They basically, they create confidence. So now you have these. How can you have a male feminist have high testosterone? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does not make sense because in order to be a male feminist, you're basically agreeing that you're a terrible person. You need to submit and you need to give away what you have, right? This is the opposite of high testosterone. It's the opposite. It doesn't make sense. Women can't like that, like just from a biological perspective on the numbers. When you look at the general numbers, I'm sure there's women who like low test males. Like I think Nancy likes that shit. Actually, I don't think Nancy likes that shit. Actually, I think she hates that shit. But just based on certain factors, she trends towards that stuff. We'll say that much. We'll say that. It's just the reality, yeah, I think confidence is big. Guys, if you want confidence, you need to make money, you need a world record, and you need to actually say what you think. Honestly, those are the 3 things and you're good. Feminist men are brainwashed, easy to control. That's why the feminist women like them. I think they like them to control them. I don't think they actually like them though. I think from an altruistic perspective, they don't like them at all. I think they're just using them or something. It is an issue. It's an issue. It's an issue in society. It's a really big issue right now in society. I mean, I don't like it because there's a lot of women who they won't say anything. I mean, it's like what do I like the most in females? Their estrogen levels. I like the high estrogen levels. I like really feminine women. We gotta really focus for this. Pull our balls out. I like really feminine women. And most feminine women, they're not gonna tell you their opinions because if they do, they're not feminine anymore. It's like. That's how it works. I went to a women program thing once, and one of the women there was with her BF and was mad flirting with me, beta guy. Okay, actually, the truth is, women do that on purpose to test their boyfriends. They do that on purpose to test their boyfriends, see how their boyfriends react. Like when a girl does that to you, it's both a good and a bad thing. Like it's obviously a bad thing because she's flirting with the guy in front of you, but it's also a good thing because it's she's being really feminine and she's kind of testing you. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to read that stuff. Nice 8-second time off there. Well guys, it's hundo, so the run can't be good. It has to be a terrible run. It was way too good. 23:54 is way too good. We had to make sure it was a whole 2 notches lower. He didn't pass the test. She jumped in the next day. Oh, well. That's actually, you know what? So, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not too good at understanding that those kind of social cues. But, probably what was happening was that he was kind of turning into a soy boy, and she didn't like it. And so, she was kind of pushing her limits. So, like, the problem with those tests is sometimes, like, you need to ignore the girl. Sometimes you need to ignore it. And sometimes you need to be like, what the fuck are you, bitch? Sometimes you need to call her on it, depending on, like, other, I think, circumstances. So, yeah, she was probably kind of getting fed up with the guy, and then that's why they broke up. That's interesting, though. But wait, how would you know if it was rated a quick story? Oh, unless he said so. Okay, never mind. That's a pretty narrow way to judge feminist men. I guess I don't know. I don't agree with you on that one. I think you're wrong. I have an alpha story and a cruise. All right, let me know. Lay it on me, dude. I'm just fucking around. Okay. Yeah, you never. Yeah. I wonder. You have to wonder about that stuff. Like, there's a lot of it, in my opinion, is like a whole human factor. There's the human factor involved. So like, people are human, and they're pretty understanding, and they like, you know, like a lot of those tests, a lot of biological tests, a lot of it's just biological, like, you know, evolution. But I think people are pretty human about it and like kind of understand that they do that. Like, I mean, I do that to women a lot. I'm not gonna lie, and I never realized I do that to women a lot, but it's because I have like really high standards, I think. So there's a lot of factors. It's kind of a hard, like, it's not black and white. I still think it's a crisis. I think it's a serious crisis right now in American society. There's almost more to it than what you guys are saying. It's whatever, but it's a huge argument that I really don't want to get into. That's alright. No, feel free to do or don't get into it. I don't care. Feel free to share your side, but yeah, I like, again, I'm not like trying to like, I got nothing against the liberals in here, like, power to you guys. When I learned a lot of my audience was transgender and actually really liked me, and it like really made me think and like realize, like, okay, what is my content? What is the direction of my content? Like, it really made me consider this stuff, and it's like, it made me feel pretty good actually. And I started to empower my transgender audience as well, which I'm like really happy with, because I really don't understand the transgender thing. I don't really vibe with it, so it's always been a big battle for me. And you know, like, looking at my own audience that's transgender, it kind of like helped me come to terms with a lot of this stuff, and like made me feel a lot better about it. Everybody in every situation is different. I definitely think it's gonna be down to context, and in fact, probably the context matters more than the biological stuff. There's like obvious trends though. There's definite and obvious trends that you can look at. I think denying the trends too is like a good letter. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, not too bad. We're making a mini comeback here. Again, this run is completely garbage. Making a little comeback. Not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. It's back to being just fucking trash. It's either I get 0 blue balls or I run dead. Basically, if I can get 0 blue balls, 1 digging, and 1 chest game, I get 10-second PB. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. Every run I do is just complete trash. It's just complete trash. You mean you guys just seem to judge every feminist man? I just feel every person is an individual. Some people might be brainwashed and mentally ill, but you just can't say everyone. I mean, I'm not. I didn't say everybody is. And actually, I think I've said like 6 times, like, it's gonna come down to the individual, right? So you're wrong in that one, but yeah, there's definitely a significant majority population of quote male feminists that are like just really creepy, weird, unproductive, and most girls don't like that shit. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say. I think that everyone should be equal. I think the term male feminist is cringy. Yeah, well, it is cringy because it's like, have you guys seen these people? They go to like these feminist rallies and they're like, yeah. I mean, they wear these like shirts and like they'll wear it's like a dude wearing a vagina outfit. It's like, what is wrong with you, dude? You need to stand up. You guys have to realize, like, if you cut your balls off, it doesn't help the females. They don't like it. Women aren't attracted to that. So why is being feminine attractive? Why is most women, you know, again, most women guys, it's not attractive to women. They don't like that shit. So why would you do that? You're not being a feminist if you cut your dick off. You're just hurting them. They don't like that. They're not happy with that. You know? Imagine, you look at me. I'm a guy. I'm a straight male. I like women. I like girly women. If a girl cuts her hair, starts being really aggressive and acting like a guy, it's a turnoff for me. I don't like it. I leave. I'm not interested in her anymore. That's fine. If she doesn't want me to be interested in her, you know, it's a plus for her. But I think a lot of guys are like a lot of guys are like me. Pro tip: don't chop your dick off. I mean, if you want, again, I think if there's a market for it, you know, you can do whatever you want to do in the world. But yeah, you get a big. It's hard for guys to be a guy, and that's not healthy as a society. We're gonna fight, dude. That's what men do. That's what men do, dude. We're gonna fight it, dude. We're gonna fight it and we're gonna win. I don't care what anyone says. Does anybody actually think women are fundamentally attracted to males that can't protect them and can't provide for them? Do you guys think that on a fundamental level? Does anybody think that? It doesn't make sense. Like, people will deny it, especially the feminists, the drones. Societal drones will deny it, but in their heart, they know it's just not true. So face with no dominatrix girlfriend to step on me. Dude, honestly, I big shout out to all dominatrix women that step on guys. Big shout. I like that shit. I think it's funny. In our world, it's like a bad thing to be a guy. It is. We're changing that, dude. It's part of the alpha gamer perspective. Is we're dominating. We're winners. We dominate the field. I agree that there's a very negative agenda out there, but frankly, I think it starts with the individual, and that's why I say that gamers are winners. If you subscribe, you actually are a winner. And I say dudes are dominators too. I don't think it's a bad thing to be a guy. I think it's a really, really good thing to be a guy. In fact, not only do I think it's a good thing, I think it's even better. I think potentially right now it's the best time on the planet to be a guy because we need men. We need more men. So that's the direction we're going. I'm an individual, so anybody who tries to group everything into baddies can get blunt. Can get bent. Interesting. Truly trying times for people that are guys and gamers at the same time. I mean, yeah, like, again, I'm pretty realistic about this stuff. Most guys are men. Most hardcore gamers are men. I think, like, if you look at the statistics, it's actually like 60-40 or 55-45, and they'll always say women game more than men or men game more than women. They use mobile games, they use casual games a lot for that, which is actually really good for the marketing perspective, right? Who is playing games more? Who is paying more money, right? Who is paying more money for the games? So I actually do think that does matter for a lot of the American values, but I'm talking more about the social values. The fundamental game, the core gamer is like a guy or generally a young male. Really good, actually. That's probably the first good thing as well. Oh, I got a 2-cycle, but yeah, the 2-cycle on that were actually good. The Agate Tower was kind of weird. I fell like 3 times, I think. Agate Tower was bad. Yeah, 726. That's like, what, 40 seconds off my gold? Wow, that is awful. I can still get the PB. I can still get the record, too. A guy got caught playing in bathrooms at the cameras in the bathroom. Yeah, that actually happens in every bathroom in Korea. Every single bathroom in Korea that is going on. It's actually ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. Oh, hey. That was happening where you work at Q's. It's actually really common. It's way more common than a lot of people realize. Not only is it more common than people realize, but literally in Korea, it's like an epidemic, and there's nothing, you can't do anything about it. And it's not just bathrooms; it's like bathrooms, showers, public showers. You know, like all these types of any type of like public area where there's like any type of like nudity type of stuff. It's dressing rooms. Dressing rooms is a big one. Yeah, you'll have guys go in there, plant a few cameras, check it out a few days later, or like, you know, at the end of the day or something. And actually, a lot of times they get women to put the cameras in there. It's real. Yeah, Korea. It's huge in Korea. There's a bunch of articles on it about like it's just an issue. It's actually really. I do think it's kind of an issue. Like the truth is, men are always going to be perverts, and women are always going to, I think, have to learn to deal with that stuff. But it's like this is kind of leaning into that area where it's just. This is actually a problem. Like we could probably fix this a little bit, but what are you gonna do about it? You know, that's another issue. Like the better technology gets, it's like the cameras get smaller, the microphones get clearer, the cameras get clearer. They're gonna start being GPS remote. You don't even need to put it pick up the footage eventually. But actually, I mean, it's part of the reason we need good men to actually stand up for themselves and say what they believe in and do all these things, because I think these like feminist males, it's like for them it's like, yeah, I'm with her and I'm not gonna vote in this election so that my girlfriend or my wife that hates me, she can vote for Hillary. Like, give me a break, dude. That was a thing. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if you don't stand up for what you believe in, your values fall apart. And you get, people putting these cameras in the bathrooms. That becomes a value. Their values start becoming rewarded, Like, wait a minute, at the end of the day, I don't think that's a good value. I don't actually believe in that. And it's like, maybe I should stand up for what I think, actually. Turns out he was using the footage to sell online, which only got him more legal trouble. It's really, really common. It's really, really common. It is an issue. We're talking North or South Korea? Obviously South Korea. I don't think anything happens in North Korea. Do they even have cameras? Do they have phones in North Korea? 608, that's pretty good. I mean, you guys gotta realize, like, look at this game. This game is a very, it's not political, but it's a very fundamental game where it's a story about a young guy who has to save a girl in a society where nobody will do anything to do. Nobody will do it. Nobody will do anything for him. Nobody will do anything to help the girls out. He has to do it alone. He has to go out of his way to do it. And he's getting very minimal help. Very minimal help. And everybody disagrees with him. That's another thing about this game. Everybody says he's wrong. Every sign says he's wrong. Every guard says he's wrong. The wizard says he's wrong. The townspeople, the ladies that he's trying to protect in the town, the only Link can do it. They think he's evil, and then they call the brainwashed guards to attack him. Right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You gotta still get out there and do it. So, I think people should be looking more at this game and the story of this game. Dude, Jazz Word, what's good, dude? Walkman just came out in North Korea. Yeah, they're kind of behind the times. Do you guys think the North Koreans would be good at League of Legends? Like, what do you guys think? Yes or no? I say no. Like, they're not good. Oh, I need to go one more pixel over, I think. Yeah, it seems like it's 2 pixels over, and so your ears have to be 1 pixel into the grass, or it's 3 pixels over, so 2 pixels in the grass. So that's interesting. You don't know about shit about League. The Koreans, the South Koreans specifically, are really, really good at it. They're really dominant. They constantly produce good players, constantly export players. It's a huge thing in Korea. Every other scene either lagging behind or like they're just not as good. A lot of the scenes use the Korean players to win, and it's just like Korea's kind of dominant. China won last year, and there's a lot of fanatics who are like, no, China's better than Korea, but come on, they're not being realistic. Dude, we got the digging game. That's actually sick. Yo, we gotta run out of digging game, dude. Well, yeah, too bad this run was really bad, but it's still alive. Yeah, like 40-40 is not that good. I'm plus 40 on the world record right now, so. Hey, we got a run though. That's pretty dope. I mean, I would bet 100 bucks SKT win worlds. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame you either. I think that's a that's your that's like the numbers. Like you're trying to win money. You're putting money into you're like, yeah, I'm trying to make money here, and you know it's gambling, so might lose it, but I'm just gonna make the best choice. I actually think IG still looks really strong. I think IG still has a really good shot at doing well. I think I still think Griffin's gonna go to Worlds. They really choke. They like multiple times have choked when it mattered, which that's not a good sign, because it's just not a good sign. But I really like Griffin. Other than that, it doesn't look too I don't think any of their teams will win. Maybe nah, I just don't think so. I think this is the only team that have a chance, and I think it's gonna be most likely SKT. Yeah, this is a run. It's really bad. You know how I was complaining about all like the falling and the shitty runs today? This is why. It's like, it's not dead, but I just got destroyed on so many little things. Agate Tower, I lost 40 seconds in Agate Tower. You know, the digging game split was bad. Yo, Sloppy Ben, how you doing? On the bright side, I still think the trajectory of me in this category is going either according to plan, or it's going completely in line, or it's fine. I never really seen any real issues. Like, I know I'm like complaining about playing, but a lot of that is like expected. A lot of it I'm just not paying attention to like ranting about random stuff. So it seems like things are going in the right direction. I can PB this run, but I actually have to play good. So my PB was like, the RNG was good, but every segment was like bad, except Swamp and Turok. Hey, Sklargan! What's good, dude? Your 100 PBs were always like that, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say I get good RNG on the bad runs. It's more like I just not really getting any good runs. I actually think my first 2 PBs were better. The light worlds were better than these last few. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not wrong. Maybe I'm not right on that. I actually kind of need that blue rupee, but it's not worth bonking. But yeah, like bonking like that, that's kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like, if I do that like 30 times in a row, the run dies. I can't PB on it, I just lose too much time. And 332, so that's like 9 seconds I lost on that segment. 9 seconds is a lot. I mean, this run is like effectively over unless I get 2 chest games. If I played good in Dark World, I probably lost like 50 seconds in this run. If I played good in like Agate Tower, I did get 3 blue balls, but I lost like 25 on myself, and then I lost like probably 6 seconds on the split. You know, digging game I lost a bunch. I don't remember what I did, but like just random knockouts. I had no idea what the world record was for 100%. It's a 41:32. Nice. Please give me the hard dude. We actually have a run, guys. Yo, we actually have a fucking run. Okay, this is actually technically world record based. Again, it's just not very good, but I actually can't get the record. So. I think I'm gonna turn my mic off and actually focus. This is 311. And as bad as it is, I'm +3 in my PB. Nearly every Dark World split I can save time on. This run could die in Wire Overworld, but I'm going to... I actually think I'm going to try to focus. That was also perfect. I got the chest and the ruby, so more... Pretty much perfect RNG. I keep getting like nearly perfect RNG, and it's really convenient. The only way I'm going to realistically PB in a lot of these runs is with perfect RNG, so... Big shout outs to myself. Also to my subscribers. You guys are changing the universe. But yeah, let's actually try to focus. Is perfect RNG good? It's convenient. It's not perfect. I did get 3 blue balls. But it was 1-1 with the rubies, so... Pretty happy with that, not gonna lie. Yeah, it was a late digging too, so I lost like 10 seconds on that segment, I think. Yeah, this actually, I think, has worse RNG than my PB. Like, I was actually like 15 seconds worse than my PB. But yeah, I think I'm turning my mic off, guys. So make sure feel free to talk in chat. I like enjoy the conversation. Alright, way better than my PB. I still am like playing like trash. Also, some people asking questions. Yeah, I'm like trying to focus, so it's gonna be hard to read the chat, but also how you did an ACM LM. So Sun, what's good, dude? Do I know why my PB's on SR.com? I have no idea actually. I don't keep up with speedrun.com. I don't follow the scene. I think there's 12 first or second place times not on speedrun.com. I think my PB not being on speedrun.com is consistent. It's actually consistent with the rest of the categories, so I don't know. I guess that sucks, but it doesn't really affect me. It's actually like it's a really rampant problem on the speedrun.com leaderboards. Like, none of the categories are accurate. That would have been like a 5-second goal without the menu. That menu, crab, bonk, slash, that thing, I lost like 4 or 5 seconds on that. I had to slash the guy, I got blocked by the water, the menu was like 3 seconds. I had to bonk as well to kill the crab. So that crab cost probably like 5 seconds. I think this ties my gold. So, that would have been like a 5-second gold, but hey, I'm saving time here. Imagine actually practicing this category. All right, so the beginning of that was terrible. I lost like, I think 5 seconds, but it's been decent. So world record, you can actually check at the bottom. It says I'm plus 12 on the record. I'm plus 12 on the record. I can save 10 on the record here. If everything goes well, I'll save like 8 on the record. So actually, this is like legitimately world record pace. The end game of world record is actually pretty good. So it's not certain, but I might tie it. Do you guys like my swag torch? Yeah, I did that one for the ladies out there. All the ladies watching, that was for you. Also, EJ Ruby, what's good? Yeah, I should be like +5 on the record or something. You're wet, dude. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. WQ, you're so attractive, cute, funny, smart, sexual, rich. Shumwam, what's good, dude? What's good, dude? I think the women are the luckier sex. Entirely because I exist. Well, it's not that world record pace is dead, but if that was good, honestly, I think that would have been guaranteed world record. I think it would have been guaranteed world record. I'm losing like 5 seconds through now. That was gonna be a huge gold split. A huge gold split. Yeah, I lost probably 8 on that. I missed the fucking item dash. That trick sucks though. Yeah, it's still world recordable. World record had a good end game, but it wasn't amazing, and it's pretty random. So I should be like plus. Oh, I don't know. Plus about 9 on it, so yeah, it's gonna be hard. If this run doesn't PB, not a big deal. This run is actually really bad, so I can be like minus 40 on it. So the Dark World really stepped up, but yeah, the run has its flaws.
You're a winner! And you know what? You're changing your gameplay, you're changing your life. You are an alpha gamer. Welcome to the WQ family.
Yo, what's poppin', gamers?
Yeah, world record's over. I can PB. It might not even PB on this. Yeah, world record's completely good. Not too tilted about that. Again, this is a throwaway run. Actually, it was really bad at the beginning. So -18 is really solid. I lost 40 seconds in Agate Tower. Palace of Darkness was good. RNG was good. So I was +3 at a chess game. Like, this was kind of a throwaway run. Ice and Mire were good. I lost about 8 on Argus, and I lost probably, I think, 15 seconds here. So this run is, like, just really, really bad for what happened, but I can PB. It's definitely not certain that I'll PB. It's pretty easy to save time on my endgame, but, yeah. Oh well. Hey, Lodienzy, how you doing? Can't win them all. I mean, I would say this is a win. I would definitely say this is a win. That's a positive Dark World so far. Again, this is probably some of the worst conditions I can play this game right now, and I'm like pushing world record. I say that's a pretty big win. My controller, it just doesn't feel like it works at all. Like pretty much everything I do is like, oops. Or it's like, yep, I just hope the input works. I just hope I go in the direction that I press. I fell 3 times in the Agate Tower. Maybe at least twice. I think it was 3, but... I think if this is gold, I can beat the record. Now, I would need like, this would be like an 8-second gold, and then I need to get 0 orbs. That is actually still faster than the regular score. All right, the average force cycle I get. So I'm saving 7 seconds here. PB Ganon's decent. Like, it's not good, it's not bad. I'd say it's pretty good, like slightly above average. So, yeah, if I PB, cool. Hey, you got a 141 if I PB. If I don't PB, doesn't really matter. I mean, I say this run is kind of a throwaway. At +3 here, -0. It's just kind of a throwaway. It was good. Like, some parts were really good, but like the Argus was really fucking me up. The Argus was really fucking me up. The Argus and the Turtle Rock was kind of... Turtle Rock's a hard split, so they can't be too salty, but... Yeah, well. The beginning of Turtle Rock was easy. The parts that fucked me up in Turtle Rock were all the hard stuff. It's kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the whole fight. I will do a 7th one just for safety. So if I get like 6 of these, I think PB's dead. So we can still PB. No, fuck, dude. I don't know if that's gonna PB. Yo, sick, dude. I think it's a 41 too. Sick. Yes, dude. All right, right on. I mean, that's cool. That's actually cool. Hey, that's sick, dude. Thanks to the GG's, guys. Yo, Autobuy, what's up, man? Yo, Pooey, how you doing? Jumlum, what's good? Yeah, that's cool. Again, this is like kind of a throwaway run. It was world record pace. Literally, I was +3 at my. I was +3 at spawn. So this was like this had a reasonable chance of being the world record, like a really reasonable chance. Besides throwing a gushing it, yeah. Swamp was incredible. Swamp was really good. You know, Ice Palace and Mire, I lost 5 seconds on both of the splits. Like, I'm not even kidding. The dungeon RNG in the splits was really good. The Ice dungeon RNG was nearly perfect. I think it was perfect. Hey, Snowboard Pro. Yo, Van, also, what's good, dude? Yo, Van666 subscribed to Twitch Prime. I actually did catch that, dude. Appreciate it a lot, man. That's an alpha move, dude. How much do you think you'll lock an Argus? Probably about 8 seconds. Actually, maybe 8.5. 8.5. I would say 8 to 8.5. I lost 40 on Pyramid of Power. My gold is a 740 or 644. There's 40 seconds here. Lightworld's pretty good. Lightworld's pretty good up until Agate Tower. There's literally 40 here, 1 digging and 1 chess game, so it's kind of hard to beat that. But honestly, being +3 at chess game's not that hard. Like, this is easy to beat. Well, assuming the RNG works, but it's really not hard to beat. East Town was average. Skullwoods was solid. Ice Mire was solid or leaning good. Meyer, like, see, Swamp and Turtle Rock, there's just so much time endgame. 7 on Laser Bridge, I don't even fucking know, dude. So the squirrel block, that was actually a mechanical issue. I wasn't bad RNG. So on that RNG, you always get squirrel blocked. So I tried to stop my A button, but I didn't stop the A button. I kept holding the A button, and I got squirrel blocked. And I was like, oh, that's annoying. And then the laser bridge, I was on the right pixel, but I bonked and then fell. That's annoying. The Pokey 2, I wasn't trying to, if I missed the spin. So missing that spin means I got the fairy, which gave me sword beams, and you can't kill the guys with sword beams. So missing that spin fucked over that screen. Pretty much, like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably lost over a minute on this run. I'm just like, probably like 2 minutes on just like mechanical stuff and RNG. I'm not even kidding. Like 3 blue balls, 1 dig, 1 chest. Yo, Christian, TWS, is this your first sub 42? Yeah, this is it's almost third ever, I think. Maybe, I'm sure it's on actually. I'm sure he's gotten like 41, 40 or something. Second player, which is good. I gotta check my phone on something. Apparently I'm using data. No, I'm not. But yeah, I mean, that's actually a really cool run. Appreciate everybody for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to follow my channel, guys. Also subscribe like Van, be an Alpha Gamer. Yeah, Ben's there. What's good, dude? Yeah, that's how I got here. I am on Arthurance and watched that run. Then I've been showing up when I can. Yo, sick, dude. Yeah, the PB run I got was really good. I'm actually, so my goal in this game is to get every world record in this game. I'm pretty close to the Hundo record. Honestly, I'm pretty close. I PB'd yesterday. I'm not kidding. I PB'd yesterday and I PB'd today, so pretty cool. And I've been playing this category. I think this is day 8 of this category. I've PB'd 5 times by a minute. No, by 54 seconds, so. I'm really happy with, like, honestly, any PB I think I'm happy with. Like, I'm gonna finish the run regardless, and if it's a 142, like 40, that would suck. And it, like, I mean, if it was record, that's great. It was actually, like, legitimately world record pace for a lot of it. Come for the Zelda, stay for WQ's cheery smile. Yeah, that's why I'm here, guys. Yeah, I don't think the record in this category is actually that good. It's just not, nobody runs the category ever, so it, like, looks better than it is, but, like, I think 140 would be, like, a really good run. Yeah, 50 bits. Thanks for the 50 bits, Team Sauce. Yeah, right here you can see us plus 26.7. I mean, that's crazy. I lost 15 here. I lost 8 on Argus. I mean, that's 23 seconds. I had a 4-cycle Agatu. Ganon's Tower was pretty good. With a 3-cycle and a hover, that would have been gold. It's kind of silly. But I mean, Ganon's Tower was pretty good. I made several mechanical errors. I'm de-resting in this category. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've been playing this category for 8 days. This is day 8. And I'm not even practicing. I'm like, I am a little bit. I'm hardly practicing, though. Like, I think I spent an hour in Ganon's Tower last night. Like, I just did it like 4 times. I didn't even really... I didn't practice any rooms. I did practice Ice Armors. Yeah, the Ice Armors went really well. You guys saw that? That's a strategy. I just came up with it like a few days ago. It's really cool. It's a 141.32. Yeah, I'm trying to beat it, and once we beat it, I'm gonna move on to the next 139. Oh, my sound best really went down. Yeah, once I beat it, we're gonna move on to the next category. Whatever people want to see. I'm not sure what the next category is gonna be. It's either gonna be all dungeons or low percent. I think I might do all dungeons. Mirror Shield. I actually already have the record in Mirror Shield. I have the record in any percent save and quit. Mirror Shield, Kana Burden, Master Sword, and NMG, and YBA. The only records I don't have are Hundo, low percent, and then item completion, which is like obviously mean. And then all the clipping categories. I think the clipping categories are a lot easier to get though, so I'm not too worried about that. We should be expected to sub 141. Yo, 140 is definitely possible. I think it's on the table. If I play this category for several months, I think it'd be on the table for sure. But 140 would require a lot. Like, you know how I keep making mistakes and I keep complaining about it? So a lot of those mistakes are due to inexperience in the category. If a menu is different or you're doing a different route, it's the same reason I did the fire rod right before Vitreous. It's because the category is different and there's all these little muscle memory things. So a lot of the time loss is due to that. It's really frustrating to have that, so I like complain a lot. But the thing is, if all of that was like really fixed, you know, you just play the category a lot, that, you know, that gets kind of out of your muscle memory. 140 is definitely on the table, and if I play this category for several months, I think that would be more of a thing. WQ, I'm gonna put in 250 bounty on this category. Yo, sick, dude. I appreciate it a lot, actually. My opinion, it's certain to get this record. It is just eventual. It depends more, like, it really depends on the RNG I get. So if I don't get 1-1 or 1-2 or 1-3 for like another 3 weeks, which could happen, I'm not gonna PB. Like, there's just no chance. But you know, if I get tomorrow, like, I could get the record tomorrow. If I got 0-1-1 or 1-1-1 tomorrow, yeah, this had 3 blue balls, by the way. I would literally PB tomorrow, like, or probably get the record tomorrow. Like, it's definitely So 145 is still amazing. Yeah, the game has really changed a lot in the past few years. I mean, a 142.00 and a 144, it's only 2 minutes off. But there's just been so many, like, meta updates, meta upgrades, and like stuff like that, and it just really helps out. Only about 20 resets on average. I've been doing less, I would say. Like, I probably did 14 resets today, but most of that's in Light World, actually. I think this run had incredible RNG, honestly. Like, the thing is, if I don't get one chess game, I just reset, so it doesn't really bother me. Like, I think my method of doing this category, it's really not bad. I basically just do the category, and you know, if the run dies, like, it dies. You know, I'm not resetting in like super bad